All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome on in. I am HotSauceZee, if you guys do not know me. Since I cannot play Battlefield 2042 today, I'm not a console person, and I was not invited to play an early access period like the rest of the console people. I'm going to be making a video over the Portal mode instead, since we can go ahead and get into portal.battlefield.com. That's what you see behind me here. Am I a little salty that I can't play today, like the console brethren? Yeah, no, maybe you couldn't tell, but I am. Yeah, anyways, no, it's fine. We'll get in tomorrow morning. I plan on streaming it and stuff like that, but let's go ahead and let's just dive into this, and let's just tinker around with the Portal mode while we've got a little bit of time here, and let's see what we can come up with. So right off the bat here, it says, relive the classics, our tools, your rules. Battlefield Portal is a love letter to the most long-standing fans of the franchise. Experience the nostalgia of past Battlefield games combined with the cutting-edge tech of Battlefield 2042 in fights where anything can happen. Customize a classic Battlefield or build something completely new. Discover unexpected battles and change the rules of war. So, we've got some presets, it looks like here. Battlefield 1942, which I've never played. Battlefield Bad Company 2, which I've never played, and Battlefield 3, which I've played a little bit. I have no experiences, looks like. No weapon, vehicle, or gear manufacturer is affiliated with or has sponsored or endorsed this game. That makes sense. So, my experiences, I don't have any. What happens if I click all? TDM, Free-for-All, 1942, Classic Conquest, Bad Company 2, Rush, BF3 Conquest, Total Conquest, Total Rush. I'm not sure what Total Conquest and Total Rush are, but I do like to see these 32v32 modes, 16v16. That's going to be good for an infantry-focused player like me. We can make presets to get vehicles out of there and stuff. So let's just go here. Let's just go ahead and go in, and let's just straight up create something new here. Let's get into it and take a look at some of the things they have got on offer for us here. Let's just make a nice, simple little conquest server. And then we'll go on to map rotation here. And I'm not sure if... So as an infantry-focused player, like I'm gonna be wanting to make modes that are more focused towards infantry gameplay, not a lot of vehicles to get in there and like mess up stuff. You know, maybe a couple depending on the map. I don't know. A lot of this stuff is going to be trial and error, and I probably won't make any modes to put out in rotation. But I'm sure a lot of more like-minded, similar, players similar to me that are like-minded are going to make some pretty good rotations to go through, and I plan on playing on some of those because they'll be a lot of fun, and hopefully other people will as well. I haven't been on any of these maps. I actually don't recognize any of them except for Caspian Border and No Share Canals. Orbital, of course, from the beta. But let's just say we want to do all of the maps. We'll do Discarded. That one looked like a kind of a good little infantry focused one. Breakaway is going to be a no. Vastly too big. Manifest could be good infantry focused. Kaleidoscope looks neat. It's probably going to be really big, though. No Share Canals, of course. And, I just don't know some of these older maps, because like I said, I never played the games. So we'll start with those three, just to kind of run through the functionality here. Alright, game mode details. Maximum human players. I think 64 is fine, 32v32 is good. We like that. We want those to be filled. Controls the maximum. You get little info bars here. That's really good in case you don't know what something is. Squad spawn type. Oh, you can change it to where it's only on the leader, and there's leader none, leader all, or disabled completely. And you can do that actually. It looks like per team. You can choose to link it and have the similar setting between the two, or you can separate it out like this. That's neat. Per squad character limit, so you can have 4-man squads max, it looks like. Reinforcements removed per kill. So you can actually change it up, and you could have it be like 5 tickets are drained per kill. Reinforcement multiplier. What is this here? Multiplies the reinforcement count required to end the game. Values less than 1 will result in fewer reinforcements and shorter games, while values greater than 1 will increase the reinforcement count and extend the game time. So I guess there's probably like a stock amount and then you can increase it, looks like up to 10 times, just to make those like crazy, like long maximum ticket rounds that you're just, I mean, you're talking about like you're in there for like an hour probably, depending on game type. Or you can set it really low for like super short games. We'll keep it at 1. What's this little button do? Oh, you can name the experience and everything. That's for overall, I guess. Let's move on to, I'm just going to keep all this default. That's kind of what we have on option for game mode details, at least in this preset. Then you have your modifiers here. You can do friendly fire. You can do that again on both teams, or you can choose between the teams. Projectile speed multiplier, which is going to multiply the speed of all the projectiles. So you can I guess increase the projectile speed and make it almost like hit scan. Probably up here, it's going to be pretty damn quick. Global damage multiplier, so you can do like, of course your hardcore is going to be like, I mean, you're like one-tapping people with probably every weapon at 5, I would assume. And again, you can split it out between teams. You can make one team just like the OP team to be on. You can turn weather off. Classic soldier weapon tuning, let's see what this is. Controls whether to use default soldier weapon tuning or utilize classic tuning to approximate the TTK and feel of classic games. Note that this has no effect on 2042 factions. So if you're setting up like a classic game mode, let's say you want to just like replicate like a Battlefield 3 TDM, and you're not going to include 2042 factions. I'm assuming there's going to be a way to do that probably in the next little bit. But let's say you do that, you can set up a classic experience there. Stationary weapon emplacements. Let's go ahead and delete those. Those suck. Headshot damage multiplier, leave it at 1. Body shot damage multiplier, leave that at 1. Same thing, you can split it out. Aim assist, no aim assist on my servers. No, I'm just kidding. It depends on the strength of the of the aim assist, right? Well, I have yet to experience that. We'll see in crossplay if aim assist is going to be a massive issue. If it is, see ya. It's not on my servers, dude. I'm not dealing with it. Zoom snap is definitely off. That's off by default. I don't care. That's a setting that's absolutely got to go. That's not needed. I don't want it. I don't want to play against it. And if you're a controller player, you shouldn't want that either, because it's actually straight up hurting your mechanical ability, and you're not as good of a player if you're using that. I'm just going to be honest. All right, drops on death, drop weapon and ammo, drop weapon and ammo. That's like a classic experience. Again, you can split it out between the teams there. All right, let's go to soldier. Man down type, let's see what this is. You can get an instant death. You can actually get a crawl around in here. That's pretty neat. Let's go ahead and enable a crawl for both teams. Prone, you can turn that on and off. I don't think prone is going to be an issue in this game. From what I saw from the beta, again, I'm not a console player, so I was not able to play today. But I don't think prone is going to be too much of an issue, so we'll go ahead and leave that on. Fall damage multiplier, let's leave that at 1. Strafe while sprinting, seems like a good thing to have on. Sprint on, of course. Soldier speed, so you can actually make your soldiers move faster. You can make one team really quick. You can do some interesting things with that. You can have like one team that's like really quick, but since they're quicker, maybe their damage is lower on their weapons. And then you can have a slower team, and maybe since they're slower and they can't evade as much, their weapons are stronger. Something like that. Could be interesting. Or it could be awful. I don't know. ADS, of course, is on. Health regen on. Soldier maximum health multiplier. You could, I guess, increase your health, therefore increasing the TTK in your server. There's different ways. I mean, you could do that here, or you could do that through damage modifiers as well. Health regen rate, you could actually speed that up. That could be interesting to play around with. Soldier redeploy delay multiplier. I actually like to stay kind of in the action, so let's go ahead and half that. Traversal sprint, that's fine. Go ahead and leave that on. Slide, leave that on. Squad revive on, that's fine. All right, let's go ahead and check out the vehicles here. Vehicle spawn delay timer. Let's actually increase that a little bit. We'll make that 2, so that people are not just getting in tanks massively all the time. Combat vehicle spawn type determined by the game mode. I guess that's fine. What are our choices here? We can have on-foot call-ins, just traversal vehicles, deploy menu, on-foot call-ins, and deploy menu spawn on map, or determined by game mode. So lots of different choices there for where you're going to acquire a vehicle. Vehicle health regeneration, we can leave that on. You could turn that off if you wanted to, for example, require a vehicle to have a repair guy to, I guess, promote squad play, something to play around with. Vehicle maximum health multiplier, 1 is probably fine. Again, you can make vehicles weaker or stronger depending on your preference. Vehicle health regen rate, that's again going to be a preference thing. And then exiting vehicles, you're going to want to be able to turn that, on probably. You want to be able to exit a vehicle. Pretty straightforward stuff here. Compass on, minimap on, HUD on. Again, there's going to be people out there that are going to want to make modes that have no HUD, no minimap, go for that typical like hardcore experience. If you guys have been on my streams or a part of my socials or whatever, my thoughts on the hardcore modes. We're not trying to get that going. Let's see. Here's the plus menu. You can turn that on and off. Ally identification, definitely want that on. Ping behavior, you can make that to ping targets. That's probably going to be like the new system. Then you can have a 3D spot like in classic games where you just put a Dorito above their head. 3D spotting actually could be really good. It depends. Again, I haven't played today, but 3D spotting could be the better mechanic. That's something that I probably would change once I have a chance to experience the game and see kind of what's going on. AI here, PvE AI count, 0. AI type, no AI. PvE AI, PvP AI. Let's see what this says here, just to specify. Controls which type of AI to spawn. PvP AI will automatically spawn and can be replaced by human players. So it's probably good if you want to fill your server up, play on it, wait for human players to join. Maybe people haven't found your server yet. You can still get in it, play your rule set. PvE AI is a fixed number that cannot be replaced for solo or co-op experiences. So you could set this to PvE AI, and then you're just you're playing against bots essentially. And then of course here you can change your difficulty. Let's go ahead and set this. So we'll set this to PvP AI. That way if I create this server, hey, I want to check it out, I can play against the bots. Maybe somebody joins and plays with me. Maybe they don't, but I can check out the rule set, and it's open if people want to join it. All right, AI synced modifiers. By checking this, AI will inherit the same modifier adjustments made to player-controlled soldiers. Uncheck this to make adjustments to AI soldiers independent of those made for player soldiers. So you can actually uncheck this, and you can make like the AI weaker. You can make them stronger. They can have different characteristics. That's all these previous settings that we looked through for soldiers. This is just if you want to change it up, you would uncheck this and then tweak that to make your AI a little bit different. We're going to leave it as is. Let's go ahead and check out teams here. All right, so we've got map default classes, map default weapons, map default vehicles versus just all default. Again, we're kind of just going through things here. You could actually choose to have like, all right, I want a server of 2042 people versus a server of Battlefield 3 people. You could do something like that. I'm going to go ahead and leave it at map default, just kind of depending on where you're at. That way it's kind of the experience that was meant to be on that one. And it looks like you go ahead and hit finish, and that's where it's going to take you to name it. We'll just call it HSZ's first portal run through. Description, experience description cannot be empty, so we got to put something. I'm just going to copy this. I don't have a description. And there you go. You can actually, it looks like there's a tag section, but it doesn't look like it's actually got an ability to put anything in it right now. So we'll just go ahead and create this experience. Unable to create experience for some reason, so that's really neat. Not really sure why. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for, I mean, that's the restrictions anyway. What if I close this? Let's, did we check out rules editor at all? All right, I'm a little lost at this point. I'm not really sure what's going on with the, I'm unable to create for some reason. It says valid experience, but it's not allowing me to create. That could just be maybe it's not turned on yet. They're letting us get in here and poke around, but maybe it's not actually set up and ready to go yet. And then of course we didn't get a chance to look at the rules editor. I don't know if I did something wrong here. It's not available yet again. We're probably just, I don't know, maybe seeing some limited functionality right now. I'm not sure. But anyways, yeah, I guess this is as far as I can go right now. It's not letting me do anything else. I'm sure, you know, of course, with launch, there's going to be bugs, or maybe this is not enabled yet. But there's kind of like my first look at the portal editor and kind of some of the things that I would set up, some presets I would do, stuff like that. I definitely will tweak some things as I get a chance to play with the game, kind of experience it, see what's going on. Check out other people's experiences, see what works, see what doesn't. I might end up creating some modes and, you know, doing some community events or something like that. Could be a fun way to bring people in, bring viewers in, and play with viewers on experience that I've set up and modes I prefer. And a lot of the modes I prefer, like I said, are hopefully modes that some other people would enjoy as well. And this portal mode, I think, is going to offer a really, really good way for Battlefield 2042 to kind of have a comp scene. I'm sure you've heard some discussion about that. I think it's going to offer a way for people to set up some really good rules and like weapon sets and all that kind of stuff, and do things that are a little more conducive to a competitive environment, and of course invite people into the server, all that kind of stuff. So I'm excited to see where the comp scene goes with this. I'm interested in getting into some comp games as we kind of get into 2042, especially if I can get my aim kind of up to snuff. It's been kind of bad lately, but we'll keep working on it. Anyways, yeah, I guess that's going to do it for this first look at Portal, the Portal editor video here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to leave a like. If you didn't, go ahead and dislike it. If you did enjoy it, also consider subscribing to the channel, because I'm expecting to do quite a few more 2042 videos as we get into the game's life cycle. Looking on boosting my channel here on YouTube and just getting the HotSauceZee name out there a little bit more. Anyways, guys, I will be streaming 2042 Friday morning as soon as it's ready to go. I'm not going to do the stay up late thing, so hope to see you guys there on the stream. But that is going to do it for this video. I'll see you guys out there on the battlefield.